I bring the stuff that I know works, while I continue to test and tweak and play on the edge for other stuff, right? Like I followed all the YouTube best practices, and then now we're creating the new best practices, stuff that then people are copying me on, because I do 350 tests and find 4 things that work, and I apply them, and then people copy me. But I'll share them. I'll share with you my 4 techniques, but I've proven that they work for me. But until I prove it, I don't share it.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
So you're consuming all this stuff and like, oh, this could work and this could work and try this and try that, because you are the trier experimenter, but your clients are gonna hire you because they want what works, not to try a million different things.
Boom. That's what I needed to hear right there. Yes, 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 Evan.
How can I help?
Hey, you've already helped a lot, so that's the
all right
first thing. Like, yeah, this has been an awesome workshop.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Cool.
It means the world to me.
Nice, man.
Yeah, I guess just like one of my goals now is like, that was outside writing, was 5 clients, you know, I think I can handle that. So that's like my goal, is to reach out to them. And but I know that I need to start this now. And I think that's like the good system that you had going. I'm trying to think of some questions because they're all being answered. So I'm just so excited. Like,
which path are you going to do? The fast path to freedom or the creating the content?
So 9 pieces of content and the fast pass.
Okay.
I think that's probably the best. Or what do you think, though? Or do you think for what I'm doing?
If you want to, if your goal is I want 5 coaching clients, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I could.
Do you have your 9 pieces of content?
Not yet.
Okay. That's okay.
I was gonna do that tomorrow, just all day.
I would even look at what you sent me. I mean, you sent me tons of stuff, but the most recent plan, and then just thinking, how do I squish this down into 9 different points? So number 1 could be music, right?
Yeah. Binaural beats.
Binaural beats, what it does, here are my recommended tracks, boom, 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 right? Number 2, or number 1 should be meditation for you, because meditation is your thing.
Yes.
But how to do it. Maybe meditation even is a multi-part thing. Maybe there's 3 posts on meditation. How to do this, how to do this, how to do this. Maybe there's then the ones on music, maybe there's whatever.
Definitely.
You have to think of, I think the biggest challenge for you is concising it down to the most important points. Because you're just, you got lots of knowledge, but it's a fire hose. So you can't drink from a fire hose.
Yeah.
And so now your job is to shrink that down, because you've done all the research and you're still doing all the research.
I love it.
And then sharing what you think will work best. And here's what I think, because when I look at you, I'm the same thing as you in my business, in that I'm constantly researching and testing and analyzing and strategizing. We have, just on YouTube right now, 350 or so different tests happening right now. Different split tests that we're in the process of doing. So we're constantly trying different things. I only bring, in an event like this, you guys come out, 15 people, I bring the stuff that I know works, while I continue to test and tweak and play on the edge for other stuff, right? Like I followed all the YouTube best practices, and then now we're creating the new best practices, stuff that then people are copying me on, because I do 350 tests and find 4 things that work, and I apply them, and then people copy me. But I'll share them. I'll share with you my 4 techniques, but I've proven that they work for me. But until I prove it, I don't share it.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
So you're consuming all this stuff and like, oh, this could work and this could work and try this and try that, because you are the trier experimenter, but your clients are going to hire you because they want what works, not to try a million different things.
Boom. That's what I needed to hear right there. Yes, 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 Evan. Man, he's good. Man. So good. You're good, man.
So that's what you need to do.
Yeah.
So you need to think of, you've done this for yourself, of what has worked already. And now you've also done it with a bunch of other people, not like a million, but you've done it with a bunch of other people. You're in the pattern recognition business. What has worked consistently for different people?
Definitely.
And then you tie those into post. Within that, there can be some variation There was to be some custom cases, fine, right? But you have to have at least 80% of it be, this works for everybody who's had a concussion, or here's at least the best shot at working.
Yeah, come at them with a good punch, like.
That will get them results.
Yeah.
Because they can't drink from the fire hose.
I talked recently to Jay, and he was talking about like his back's hurting, and then I said, one simple thing he could do tonight is just asking himself, what do I need to forgive? So, just in a relaxed state.
Right.
Yeah, just a
so
simple thing.
Even that was great. That was part of the meditation.
Yeah.
So you asked me to start by my meditation having that question of what do I need to forgive?
What do I need to forgive?
Great. So that's one post. Why does that matter? So the first post is on meditation, why it's important. The second one is, how to start a meditation. Great, well, you sit down, quiet area, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Third one is you start it with then forgiveness, why it's important. And then you tell me how to visualize. So you can have 5 posts deep just on how to meditate.
Yeah.
If you think that that's the most important thing. If I ask you what are the 9 most important things that I need to do to heal myself, is asking what do I need to forgive in the top 9.
Really good.
It sounds like yes, because when Jay said, hey, my back is hurting, that's the first thing you said. You didn't say, hey, play these beats.
Right.
You didn't say, put this magnesium on your neck. You didn't say, right? You defaulted to this. So, and if that worked for him, like, did he do it? Yes. Did it work? It worked. Yes. It didn't work. Huh. Okay. You start to test.
Yeah.
Like the forgiveness thing. Okay. When I do it, it doesn't work for everybody. I'm going to pull that out of my top 9. It's not.
Yeah.
Or it's like, this is the whole thing. I got to lead with it.
Yeah.
Right? You'll know by trying it out. But what are the 9 most important things that people need to do? And then those are your powerful pieces of content that you're spending time on.
And see, you wouldn't think that they would connect together. Because it's like, I need to heal my back. What are you talking about? I need to forgive. And I was talking to you about that too. It's like everything.
But that's why you need to, you put it in there to explain it. Mm-hmm. So the content is, the powerful opinion is, to heal yourself, you need to forgive. Okay, great. But now you got to tell me, you need to make the connection to me. Mm-hmm. Why that's going to heal me, right?
Yeah, definitely.
That's your content. That's what you post, and then that's also how you, when you came over to my place and you said, "Forgive," I just did it. You didn't tell me about. You didn't. I don't know why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
There's no why. I don't know the why behind anything.
Yeah.
I'm just doing it. So having your 9 pieces and a solid, quick understanding of why it's happening makes it easier to buy in the system. Because right now, it's hard to work with you. Mm-hmm. You put a lot of work on the client to understand what to... No, it's great.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted to give you everything that I was coming at you with everything.
Everything. But that's like I was drinking from the fire hose and trying. It took me some time, right?
Yes.
Because I was really ambitious to solve it. But I also then had to filter out information. Like you sent me one song and then you sent me another one. So I just stuck with the first song.
You know why I do that? It's because I was with lack of resources. So I had nothing and nothing was working. But then I found that this worked dramatically. And then I was like...
But you sent me 4 songs. All 4 of them worked?
Yeah, but no, just this whole realm of meditation and experimenting with different, it gets really technical because then you're breaking down things like layers of an onion. So it's like, brain waves are important for many different things. Like they're all important, but where I was trying to take you is into theta, which was that deep healing state. And there's a few different ones I was going to oscillate between that could maybe get you there, but the one that you were doing is perfect. And then I was saying you could use
I just did it out of simplicity.
Yeah.
So so what I had to do, because you gave me a fire hose, I had to filter out what I thought would be important. But you should do that as the expert.
Definitely. I can filter this out more for you too.
Well, that's fine, but that's part of the plan.
Okay.
But you want to get your clients. This is how you do it. You need to filter out the content. If they have questions, if you guys had questions about YouTube thumbnails in detail, we could talk for weeks on all the experiments I've done on YouTube thumbnails.
Definitely.
But if you don't care about that, I'll just give you what you need to know about a thumbnail, and then you run with that, because that'll get you 85% of the way.
Really good.
But if you're obsessed with it, I'll take you 100. I'll tell you everything I know, but it's going to take some time.
Okay, yeah.
Right? It's the same thing. I'm trying to figure out what is the most important pieces because my brain can't handle. If I just gave you all of my YouTube raw data, you wouldn't know what to do with it. Right? So then you'd have to force yourself to figure out some patterns and pick something to hang on to. I don't know the difference between the 4 songs. You told me the first one I had was crap, so I abandoned that. You said this one was good, and then I only did that one. I didn't do the other ones because I didn't feel the gravity of it. You're like, oh, you could try this, you could try that.
Right.
What was wrong with the first one? Oh, nothing, but you could try this too. Okay, forget that. I'm just going to stick to the first one.
Yeah.
So you filter.
And the things I was sending you too is like steps for like going through things and into things because that was helping to reach data.
The 5-step or 7 steps or whatever that was great. That was the best email that you sent.
Thanks, man.
Right? That was great.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Because like do this and then do this and do this, and it was visual, but it was a paragraph on each, not insane, right? And then I could do it, and I forwarded to Nina so she could do it too. So you figuring out, just getting that, just the 9 steps, make it easy. Think about I'm getting them 80% of the way for each of these things instead of 100% of the way because they're not ready for 100% yet. And then just make it like stupid English. There's got to be, I think there's a tool where you can see the grade level of a, right?
Yeah.
Grade 5, grade 6 English.
Okay. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've tried that before. Should do that more.
It's a hard thing for smart people.
Oh.
Because that word is the best way to define it, but it's just a word that people don't understand.
Yeah.
And so you're already talking about weird stuff that people don't understand. Now when you use words, right? Look at Tylenol. What's Tylenol? Tylenol is a name brand, but it's acetaminophen.
Yeah.
Right? Is that Tylenol, acetaminophen?
Yeah. Wow.
Aspirin is
really good.
Ibuprofen.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's all these crazy long names of chemicals that nobody knows, right? But you name it something because marketing takes over because it's easier to understand what that thing is. It's easier to remember. So if you're already talking about something crazy for most people, like meditation, crazy, right? Then if you sound crazy talking about it, then it's going to be even harder for people to understand it.
Do I sound crazy?
Well, like as soon as you say, the way that you define it for you is normal, but for most people sounds weird.
So I think me and you get along because like you take that crazy.
Well, I'm willing to dive through. I'm willing to drink from the fire hose and deal with the crazy because I get obsessed about doing it, and so I'm willing to handle all of this stuff to do it. But most people won't. And so you need to make it clear with the 9 points and then speak in words that most people would be able to understand. Einstein had a great quote. I forget what it is, but you can look it up, right? What is it?
If you can't explain it simply, then you don't understand it well enough. Yeah.
See?
I definitely agree with that, and like I've tried to work on it because I guess I get so lost into this though, and I go down the rabbit hole that I'm just like, oh, where did I start like from?
But get lost with your own research, not when you're helping a client.
That's very valid. That's really.
I'll go down all sorts of crazy rabbit trails with me and my team of figuring out what I want to work on, right? And get obsessed about it. But then I would never recommend that for you to go off and do, unless I had success, because it's messy and ugly and takes time. If you said, hey, what you need to do is meditate for 6 hours a day in a bath and like all the weird, crazy stuff that you tried to get down to this thing, most people won't do it.
That's why I kept that in mind when I was sending you things, because I know your schedule and like how it's just so intense. So I was like, how can I do it bite-sized, where you can easily add this into your day? So
think of it, but it still has to work.
Yes, it does.
It's got to work. Like, don't make it the 45-second meditation and then it doesn't work. Get me 80% of the way. What's the easy? 80-20, right? Yeah. What's the easy way to get me to 80% of the way? And then if any of your clients start feeling the results, they'll dive deeper with you. They're like, I get it with this song, but like maybe there's something else. Like I'm feeling that I don't connect with that. Like, oh, I got it. Yeah. You open up I got all this stuff, right? Right? Just like I can dive deep with thumbnails with you.
Yeah.
but I'll give you a basic one that will crush most of what other people are doing, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So those two things, the 9 points, solid, get them 80% of the way, and then speak in stupid English so everybody can get it.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you, Evan. Thanks, man.
Love it, man.
Thank you.
You got it. If you want to spend some one-on-one time with me, I have a special offer happening right now. Go check out the website right next to me. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.